The generative AI revolution arrived with a simple, seductive promise. Type a prompt, get a response, and watch the manual labor of your workday vanish. But generating a draft in seconds is not the same as doing the work. In a corporate environment, a standard chatbot operates in a vacuum. It lacks the deep organizational context of your past projects, internal jargon, and shifting team priorities. This creates a hidden danger in answer completeness. An AI might give you a technically factual response that is still useless or even risky because it left out the specific business rules and historical exceptions that actually govern your department. When the machine doesn't know what it's missing, it produces a false economy. The time you saved in drafting is an illusion if the output can't be trusted without a total rewrite. The problem starts with the state of enterprise data. Most of it is messy. It lives in unstructured files, spreadsheets with merged cells, and disconnected tables where the logic isn't always obvious to an outsider. A single-pass AI prompt flattens this complexity. It misidentifies cell references and ignores missing values, yet it presents its incorrect conclusions with total, unwavering confidence. This is the verification bottleneck. A worker might use an AI to generate a 10-second summary, but then they spend 45 minutes manually checking every figure against the original data source because the machine didn't understand the underlying structure. Speed is irrelevant if it merely shifts the burden of labor from writing to auditing. To find real value, we need a system capable of assembling and verifying information on its own. Solving this requires a move from chatbots to AI agents. Unlike a generic assistant, a true agent requires a persistent memory of how your specific business operates. This is the role of WorkIQ. It serves as a semantic intelligence layer that maps the relationships between people, projects, and data in the background of your tenant. It continuously unifies signals from your emails, chats, and files. Instead of leaving that data as a scattered web, it structures the information into an organized, agent-ready format. By pre-packaging this context, the system achieves ultra-low latency. The agent requires fewer tokens to find an answer because it isn't searching through raw data, it's moving through a pre-mapped business environment. This shifts the AI from an external tool into an integrated participant. It finally possesses a deep understanding of your organization's real priorities. The ultimate test of this intelligence is complex research. Imagine asking a spreadsheet to compare regional suppliers, find their pricing, and verify their compliance status all at once. A single AI model usually finds one source and overtrusts it. But a multi-agent orchestration breaks the problem apart, using a specialized research team to check the facts. The workload is divided. One agent searches broadly for candidates. A second investigates niche subtopics. A third verifies every claim found, while a fourth specifically hunts for the context that's still missing. The system then reconciles its own findings. Instead of guessing when sources disagree, it resolves the contradictions and presents a final table that highlights its own confidence levels, actively flagging uncertainty where the evidence is weak. These multi-step operations happen in the background at a frequency and scale that would be impossible for a human researcher to replicate. By showing its work and verifying its own sources, the Agentic engine automates the assembly of facts, leaving the user with a dossier rather than just a draft. But as we outsource the labor of assembly to agents, we change our cognitive relationship with the work. This is the rise of co-pilot brain. When a person relies entirely on agents to research and draft their updates, they lose their own real-time memory of the details. They can articulate the summary, but they struggle to recall the nuance during a high-stakes meeting. This memory loss is compounded by automation bias. We are wired to trust unverified data when it is neatly formatted and presented within professional software. We see clean columns and assume they represent the truth. As agents become more efficient at gathering and formatting, the primary vulnerability in the workplace shifts. The risk is no longer slow execution. It is blind human complacency. To combat this, the rule for agentic workflows must be absolute. AI prepares, the human decides. AI drafts, the human signs. We have to stop managing agents as simple software tools. They are delegated entities with access to data and budgets, and they require a named human owner who is personally accountable for their actions. ROI in this era tracks the successful reallocation of human brainpower. Teams are looking at the impact of moving people out of data-gathering roles and into positions focused on high-level evaluation and strategic empathy. The era of the human as a gatherer of facts is fading. Because agents can now handle the assembly of information, the value of human work is being pushed toward the final acts of evaluation and sign-off. The future of the employee is judgment.